Item 10, formal action on first reading of ordinance number 2020-14, adopting the City of Mercedes budget for fiscal year 2020-2021. What's the will of the commission?
Make a motion to approve item 10.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Chris Hernandez and seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Leo Villarreal to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2020-14, adopting the City of Mercedes budget for fiscal year 2020-2021. All those in favor say aye.
Mayor, I have a question.
Yes.
There was an add-on, and it only says tax, $258,000, 831, something like that. $832 on the budget, but it doesn't explain the reasoning for adding that to balance the budget. I know that the motion was made without an explanation, and the taxpayers have the right to know what's going on to balance this budget.
Actually, wasn't that the amount that was taken out of the reserves?
The what?
I think that was the amount taken out of the reserves.
Yeah, reserves for, in writing just to balance the budget, not that we're gonna spend it. Nereida, you wanna explain that again? I know she explained it in our 8th and last budget workshop, but, it was explained to the citizens, so, but for the benefit of Commissioner Gomez, who probably forgot, you wanna explain that again?
Yes, there was hold on. There was an amount used out of reserves to balance the budget. Now, that doesn't mean we're gonna use it, but it's more like if we need to use it, we'll use it. But if we don't need it during the course of the year, we don't need to use it. So that line item will remain at 0.
Right, and it will not affect our A+ rating?
No.
No.
As long as we don't use, I mean, if it's not used, it won't affect anything.
Mayor, I do have a question as well
Sure.
on this. I did see that item as well under taxes. I think it was listed under taxes, and I had the same question. Now, I heard the number during the budget workshop, the 256 or 258,000, but the way it was reported to us, there was no description for those monies, and it was in the tax category. Also, as far as my input on the budget, if we're taking action on it right now, I experienced,
Was it already passed?
right, that there were some inconsistencies with what we were being told as far as, certain departments, and so that's how I feel. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll move on.
Okay. So both of y'all voted nay on this?
I'm gonna vote nay.
All right, you too? Okay, let the record reflect that the budget for fiscal year 2020-21 passed, and that Commissioners Lionel Benavides and Jose Gomez voted nay. Okay?
Mayor, on this subject here, on the budget, now that we've passed it, I would like to read something to you guys, or to the citizens. It says, I would like to address some concerns expressed by some Mercedes citizens in the interest of transparency on this next year's budget. Today we presented an approved and balanced city budget. Regardless of all the false information being put out there by local newspaper and reckless, misinformed personnel, even after 8 long budget meetings, never at any point were we in any deficit during our budget workshops. It is not possible to be in a budget deficit when the budget is still not even finished. And even with all this was done amidst a global pandemic. This was done without diminishing city services. This was done with over $850,000 shortfall on our projected sales taxes. This was done while making sure programs like Amigos del Valle, Vida, and Basketfuls Food Pantry continue to serve our people in need of these services. Mercedes is still number 6 in sales taxes out of 22 cities. I'm pretty proud of that. All this was done without raising our taxes. Okay. All this was accomplished, and we still presented an approved and balanced budget.
Yeah.
So this is great work by the Mercedes City Council, City Manager, City staff, and thank you, Mayor, for your leadership and patience during this entire process.
The item
Hold on,
isn't
dude.
identical. The item
Hold on,
is
dude.
I want to give my input. I put
Well,
it on
I'll
the agenda.
let you have your input after he speaks. Don't be so goddamn,
Relax.
well, calma na, or I'll have you out.
Mayor,
Put your mask on, please. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead, Anthony.
God has proved you're not credible, Mayor.
Dale gas.
17, 18.
Go ahead, Anthony.
You're a failure.
I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit.
You're a failure as a leader.
Well, then, come on, I can get you out.
I think that's enough.
So my understanding is.
Just a punk.
this is already-
Go ahead. Now,
Mayor,
And I also thank the city commission and.
Sir.
the-
Mayor, great job.
Yes.
Will you allow me time?
Yeah,
If
go
you
ahead.
allow him. Yes, it is true that it is balanced with revenues coming in from the reserves, putting us at not only 258,000, but there was an added 58,528 to bring out the revenues to balance with the expenditures. Plus, there was another $80,000+ so that we could keep the tax rate at 7,450. You got to mention that to the taxpayers.
Well,
because
it was still
we're
not,
at $400,000.
it was still, well, it's still balanced legally, and we passed it, and, that's the
Still a
way it
balanced
is.
budget, sir.
There's nothing illegal about it. If it
No, I'm not-
was,
I'm not
if it
saying
was,
there's
the
anything
city
illegal.
attorney would have said so. So you have to give credit where credit is due. We are in a pandemic worldwide. We have been affected in sales tax, but as of this morning, I was informed that out of 22 cities in Hidalgo County, we're still number 6. And that's a milestone that you guys, instead of being so negative, should be proud of, because you guys have been in the commission for 16 months and you're part of this. So every time you bash Mercedes, you haven't realized that you're bashing yourself, because you are a part of this team. Enough said. Thank you.
Mayor-
Item 11, formal action on first reading of ordinance number 2020-15.